I say, he say, she say, wanna let the rap girl. So I let her let the rapper lick me like a lollipop. What's up, y'all? So yes, we are gonna be starting with Rahu today in the sign of Aries. And what happens when you have Rahu in the sign of Aries? Well, what is Rahu? Rahu is being extravagant. Rahu amplifies things to gain its material wealth. Rahu shows our obsession towards and our goals that we are here to achieve, and the part of the goals that we are here to achieve. Rahu represents foreign things. Rahu represents foreign lands, foreign people. Rahu is the illusion, the magician. Rahu represents mass communication. Rahu represents computers. And Rahu represents the figment of our imagination. Like things like we just see and yet they're not there. Because it's Rahu. Okay? So Rahu comes into the sign of Aries, which is what? Aries is being aggressive. It's our youthfulness because it's the very first sign of the zodiac. Aries represents impulsivity towards something. Aries represents competitiveness, winning. By winning. That was the Charlie Sheen song, sorry. And Aries represents, competition and our ego, not just our ego, but like our assertiveness. So here Rahu amplifies that energy. Like these people have to win, have to be number one in order to feel satisfied. And they're willing to do anything possible to be that. And remember, Rahu takes the shortcuts. Rahu wants to take the shortcuts all the time. That means cheating. That means like manipulation. That means, doing things, going against the rules in order to win the competition. Here, Rahu wants to, be the winner, be the first. He wants to compete. He has this energy to compete and yet win. And if it doesn't win, he just gets bummed out and he will do whatever it takes to win that same thing again that he lost. So there's tremendous aggression here. Like this person is ready to charge all the time. Their impulsive nature becomes amplified. Like if somebody says something, boom! If somebody challenges them, all right, let's go to the basketball court. I'm putting $10,000 that I will beat you in one-on-one game. Let's do it right now. Let's go. And so this is why this is a very heated sign, first of all, because it's ruled by Mars. It is very like an explosive sign. It's the most not the most evil sign, but it is the most malefic sign in the zodiac. Like these people are that military in charge people. So you can see that militariness, that soldier, whether it's a professional soldier for the government or just a soldier in the street. Like he's just ready to take people down to win his battle and put his flag down. Because this is, again, ruled by Mars, and Rahu is manipulating himself to become Mars. So he starts thinking like Mars. Because remember, the north node of the moon, Rahu, always changes itself into the sign he's placed in and the planets he's sitting with. But here we're not talking about conjunction. We're just talking about it being in the sign of Aries. So he turns himself into Mars. And Mars is about competition, about our fighting ability, about our willpower. So it amplifies all of that, but it can take a person too far into those things, where a person might even kill because of aggression. They might kill somebody because the other person was going to win and they don't want them to win something. And so this is a very, very fiery, explosive sign for a Rahu to be in. So Rahu is really, for Rahu, he's going to adjust to any sign. But for the native who has this placement, it'll be quite a very troublesome mind, because there will be just always be like even in the situation of having a spouse, because 7th from Aries is the sign of Libra, ruled by Venus. So they're attracted towards women who they can dominate and fully control them. Mars only infuses its energy and becomes a bit more aggressive. Here, Rahu only wants to control and set standards and set discipline and set all sorts of rules and regulation, which is made by him, which is an illusion. He thinks it's an illusion. And so this is why these people, especially when they get into relationships, it may not work out because they become too aggressive towards the other person, whether it's a woman or man. They want to control them, and you can't control, and they become very aggressive towards it because the energy is being amplified of Aries here. So if you have Rahu in the sign of Aries, you can really do well in like a competitive sports, competitive workplace, where you have to get the sales figure. So your Rahu is going to drive you to have those sales figures. This Rahu is very good for military, for creativity, for politics, and especially learning about like foreign studies, learning about foreign culture, learning about philosophy of other kind of religion and other kind of studies, because Rahu is aspecting all the fire signs from this placement. He's looking at the sign of Leo from his 5th aspect, and he's looking at the sign of Sagittarius from his 9th aspect. So this is why it's very good for all those things, but he's going to be very impulsive towards those things. He's going to be very much driven towards those things with aggression. Like, he will do whatever it takes to learn what he wants to learn. He will do whatever it takes to be the number one actor. And his creative self-expression will just amplify if he goes towards that 5th house nature things. And here, Rahu, if it's actually sitting in the ascendant, he's going to give more aggression towards having a lot of children and learning and becoming that teacher and becoming the first of everything. So it's just about aggression, competitiveness, and impulsiveness. All right. So guys, this was my explanation of Rahu in the sign of Aries. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Above where you see the subscribe button. And if you want to know where your Rahu is placed, which sign it's placed in, check out the link below. Check out my book there, Astrology, the Speed of Light. And when you get the book, I will send you the link to look at your own chart. Just make sure you follow the directions below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow with the Rahu in the sign of Taurus. What? You actually made it this far into the video? All the way to the end? Man, you must be crazy! Well, since you're already crazy enough to go this far, then might as well join the insanity by clicking that little button above where it says subscribe here, or you can subscribe below by that little button that you see below the video. And like I told you, if you want to know where your planets are placed, where your conjunctions are, what aspects you're receiving, what planetary time period you're running through, check out this corner link below, okay? Read the directions there, because when you get the book, my Astrology at the Speed of Light book, and you follow the directions by sending me the email, I send you the link to look at your own chart so you can study everything about you. And if you want to read some more articles on astrology and every little details that I've written on my website, check out this corner link below. And this will take you to my website and to my article page where I've written tons of stuff, okay? Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow with some more insane video. Bye-bye.